pieces we have seen in the first lesson. Yeah, he was alone in his studio in New York as a young artist and worked with a camera.
Exactly.
Only with his body in space. Yeah.
Exactly, with the wall, right?
Yes. Yeah.
When you hear say now like recording the lesson, so we actually like. What?
I forgot to record it. They want me to record everything.
Yeah.
I think like if we record like here it is more intellectual. Like even if we don't like think about every movement we do now like in front of the camera, it's like more intellectual. So this is what I also thought like about the play, that like the no theater in the form that we saw now is like very reduced in physical. So at the end there was like more movement, but probably it just felt also more movement because before that there was like a lack of movement. So I think like like there's the intellectual staging, and for the cat we saw, I think they draw some movements like originally, but deformed it then like from kabuki, and like kabuki would be more like broader movements, and so it's more expressive in like a physical way.
Yeah, that was Nina Falk, who was actually Austrian, fabulous actress, based in Vienna, and that she has this idea, physical cat, right? How to do it. Well, I think that was great. I mean, what she did, like, yeah. Not moving is the hardest part.
So hopefully everyone can catch it or can have some singular also experiences with these inputs and with this idea of also experimenting together in space. We are separated, but we are in one space. We try to fix some rules. Some also what Andrea was doing with us was some ruling also. And when we are working together, we come together to maybe a singular body. Like Andrea wanted also to let us feel the others in the distance spaces also, yeah, which is also a nice idea to think about. Everything what we are doing is mostly thinking about something. So what we are doing now is we are trying to find words for what we are experiencing. This is also a nice experiment for me always, with coming together also with different people.
That's true, yeah, for me too. And then think about when you are making representation, graphic representation of space, if you don't understand it with your body, how to do it, right? It's a pure, well, it's harder probably, I'm not sure. Then I just remind one sentence by Polish author Witold Gombrowicz, who was he died in the early 70s, very famous novelist and dramatist. He once said that he died of a cancer, and his years were very painful, and he wanted to die really at the last moment. And he once says that nothing influences your mind so much as your body. There is it's a wholeness, let's say. We have this, right? This dualism imprinted in European culture, right? This primal one. I mean, based on maybe philosophical or religious paradigms. That there is a certain separation. But
and also I think, I mean, it's not only in Europe, but this idea that with your mind you can control your body.
Yeah.
You can, but the other way around too.
No, sure.
Like emotions is first in the body, and the mind is interpreting what the body is doing, and then you have the emotions. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
And when we are thinking of VR and all these technologies, I think it's totally important also to be aware of for these experiences or for these situations. What does this mean when you are in an empty space, in an endless empty space, in a metaphor of VR, because you are immersed in a way by technological illusions? What does this really mean by building such worlds also? And so when you are aware of the real physical behavior of your body, I think it's the best understanding to transfer it into VR, to find a good bridge for it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's too much like avatars are walking around, but always, like also Andrea always said, they are not they are too artificial. They are not human-like. It's all this strange artificial touch. What could be nice, but maybe as an artistic approach, it would be more nice and nicer to go deeper from understanding from your body into the other body, into this strange thing of an avatar.
Yeah, and it's also, I think the point is to close the circle, that there might be like a research, they're working together with people from sports or from medicine, but they are all from the outside. Go to a physiotherapist. He learned something at university, how the skeleton has to work, how the muscles have to work, but he doesn't feel himself. And we in dance or in this awareness stuff, we come from the inside out. So I feel this is my plädoyer for qualitative Forschung. So you feel your own body, and from there you think about the other bodies, and not you learn something abstract about all bodies, and you hope it's the same in your body.
That's true, and this is the case of VR, right? VR design, because usually how it's approached, I'm not sure, I'm not I'm not a specialist, but that you approach it from technological point of view, right?
Yes, totally.
I mean, not everybody, not all the cases, but generally when you start being thought on at the university, right? You got a software, build something, right? But then, right? I guess it might be helpful for me, right? And I know that he's very well aware of his body since he's a yoga practitioner, but also that gives you some. I don't know. Maybe it will be helpful for you, right? Because you're building this artificial body, which will actually not be visible even in the VR space, right? Because you're concentrated on this outer layer, right?
Yeah.
But then feeling the space, this is very crucial, right? And how to transfer this notion, which is the most fundamental notion of human existence, right? Your body in relation to space. What's more fundamental? Nothing, because you're being born with your body into some other space from the womb of your mother.
Yeah.
And then you're starting to create structures in your mind.
There's also a nice discussion going around between virtual reality and real virtuality. So there are some philosophers who are talking about the real virtuality, because virtual reality is something which is not existing really. It's more the reality which is virtual. So it's the opposite. It's something like a construct, like a mirror which shows the opposite. This is an interesting discussion, maybe also for Min, for his theoretical topics and work in his master thesis or in his thesis. Yeah.
I think it can be visible. Like I watched just like a movie on Disney about, I think, Soul, where they explained how they make the characters move so like natural, like with like playing or piano or something. And yeah, they showed like they have like so many controlling points.
Yeah.
But actually for Toy Story, they out controlling points again because they want to have like this old or more like mechanical feel. So I think like this was also interesting.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Or I think yeah, there was the discussion about that like Studio Ghibli made like CG.
They are making something. Yeah.
I don't remember which one, but yeah, it was like very bad rated because like probably the style, but like also the lack of like emotion. And yeah, I think it's also again this thing like that it looks too realistic so that you don't have that much imagination to like feel it. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Or it's a following up discussion also. What is really necessary as an transfer of a realistic situation in life, which always has so much failures in the situation. Like when I'm talking, there are so many failures now in and with me and around me. Thinking about how can I speak and how can I transfer my German into an English. A machine never can copy this, and so there are these little misunderstandings always in reality, which makes us lifelike. And all of this discussion of virtual reality and virtualizing and copying the real world into the maybe metaverse or mirror world, there are some of these topics or labels, let's call them now, because big companies are building now labels for this or give them names. Like virtual reality is also a name which was founded by someone. And the other way around thinking about it is nice for me to think about the real virtuality. I think it's not so bad to change the positions again. Because what was before virtual reality? There was reality, but maybe there was this real virtuality.
Yeah. Well, potentially it existed, right?
Yes, potentially. For sure, yeah. Yeah. So maybe Min, this could be something, another puzzle stone for your thesis or some path, maybe a path. Yes.
I'm wondering if you are talking about XR. It's like a virtual reality, but instead of wearing a glass, yes, you project the environment around you.
Totally, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This XR idea is the newest one for sure, yeah, and it's also the maybe most challenging one, or also for us as artists, something we are totally inspired by. So I'm inspired by this idea of XR. How can we transfer the reality, or can we build this bridge between reality and virtual reality, or between real virtuality or virtual reality? But there are so many limitations we know by now, or till now. I think it will last years now to find good solutions for this idea of augmented reality or extended reality in the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally complex, as we know. Yeah. Complex also for our brain.
That was what I was thinking. What about where is the place for pain? When you're feeling pain, means it's true.
Yeah.
You really has to, well, that's beyond imagination probably now.
Yeah, right now we are just using our eyes mostly, or in our ears.
Then
Yes.
So
we don't smell it, we don't taste it, we don't feel it. No.
Yeah.
So it's still not quite close to our reality, I suppose.
I would be
Yes.
really interested in how they want to like make it taste or make it smell, like how you can like dock into like those nerves to simulate like this kind of like there was a time like where they I think it actually was invented like by our university, like a group, Air Up, like that you drink water but you get like the smell of like it's a juice or something. Yeah, so it's like a capsule you put on like the lid or like in the top of your water bottle, and you really drink water but you think it's like a juice or something.
Jesus done it. Once.
I'm just thinking. I don't know how it's connected, but because when you said eyes and ears, and I think this is suddenly getting stronger because we're sitting at the computer, not only XR, VR, but just in general.
Old-fashioned screen.
But also, I mean, in daily life, we're mainly looking and somehow reacting to what we hear. And it's so normal that you wear glasses if you have bad eyes. And I've 3 dioptrine, however this is called in English, but I don't wear my glasses beside in the theater, or if I drove, but I don't have a driving license, so and I still can see, and it's often like I see things, and also when we're in the mountains, I see flowers that are really very small on the floor, and I really can't see them. I just see a color, and I know what flower it is because it's more than what I see. And I don't smell them necessarily. I don't know. I think I feel it or something. And it's always also something I do when I'm teaching, and I've always done even when my eyes were better, that I see the body as a whole, and I can see from the back if this person is looking to the floor or front. And it doesn't necessarily have really to drop their head, but you can see that. You can. I always say it's like see feeling. I don't know what it is. And I mean, of course, you have to educate it somehow. But I had colleagues that they were always talking about little details, like where is the finger? And of course, this I couldn't see maybe, but I didn't need to see it because I can see where the tension is. I can see where the problem is, even without really seeing it sharply. And I think we should cultivate this much more. And I think this is something also interesting, how to bring this in this whatever reality, not reality, virtual, real virtuality, and so on. That this component is missing somehow. And we're neglecting this anyways in daily life. But like you come in a space, in a room, and you know that there had been a discussion, an argument, or a fight, you can feel it in the room. And you don't know why you feel it. So we feel these things, but we just don't. I mean, we use it in like also like body language, and in this level we use it, but not. I don't know. Somehow strange.
For an example for augmented reality or extended reality, I want to show you some a website from an Austrian collective. We are working with them together because we want also with our masterclass, we want to build up some augmented reality pieces. I will share the screen now. Here is a map from Vienna. It's nice done also for people from outside, because you can see the whole map of the city with some points on it. And when you open up one of these points, you can zoom to the location. And then you can have this 3D artifacts there, these pieces of some students. They're here on the Ippenplatz, a place in the 16th district in Vienna. You have the feeling of the real space a little bit. And in the middle, you can rotate around this 3D object here, art artifact, like a pop art piece. Yeah, something like, it's really nice, well done. You can always have also the information about the artist. Someone also writes some text and something like this. And so it's a nice way also, I think so, because you can also, when you are in reality there, you can open up on your mobile phone the application or the browser, and you can directly pop up this AR artifact, this piece from an artist there in the real space also. So I think it's really well done.
Yeah.
It works. It's also animated, because you can also import FBX files or GLTBs they can use.
Fühlt ihr euch wohl?
And you can also integrate some sound files.
Abstand. Tag 1, 10 Fälle. Tag 2.
It's always integrated in a 360-degree picture there in the web space here.
All right. What's the software? This is Artivive?
47.
No, they are. There's a young woman and a man. They're working together since. I think the young man is working on this idea since years, because he's out of this Maker Lab scene in Vienna also, and he's also in the crypto scene. He told me a little bit about. He's a programming nerd. He's more in the underground also. They are more a collective. They really mean art as a social intervention also, as an opposite to this normal or to this glossy art world we are living in. But they are also founded by the Viennese Public Art Agency, so they are well situated also again. Now they have they are 1 month in Leipzig, I think so, and they were invited by the city of, it's not Leipzig, but one of these East German cities, to build up something like we see here for their city also.
Yeah.
They wanted to grow. Now he's working on a European map, he told me.
Wow.
And he wanted to let other communities be part of this idea. It's not so new, the idea. It's similar to Google Maps or something like this, but it's really well done. It's a great approach also, and they are totally open also to work together. This is a nice also attitude from them. I think it was a good time to show it now, because in this discussion of XR reality, virtuality, how is it possible to share our ideas, or how to find solutions for our art pieces, or maybe graphic design interventions could also be a map of Warsaw with different graphical design variations inscribed in some totally specialized places where they can fit with the place. Also a nice idea to think about this, because normally when we have the open space, we have these walls for graphic designers, where this advertising walls, but it's totally limited. It's not allowed to to hang a poster from me somewhere.
Yeah, sure, of course. No, that's.
I think it would also work like at my university city because it's like really small. Like I think, not counting like the small villages outside, but just like in the center, I think it's just about like 10,000 people or something. And yeah, like I know that we like hang up posters for like if there are exhibitions and stuff, but since this the 2 semesters, like everything was like online, and I think they tried to did some like virtual like walking through the university, but I don't know if like they actually placed the project in space or if it was a website. But I think this would be also like interesting.
Totally, yeah. And it's not so complicated to do this. I would state it now like this.
It's funny because today I had a meeting with the lady who is in charge of, well, frankly speaking, marketing of Austrian startup Artivive.
Artivive, yes, they are also existing, yeah.
And probably we will buy those licenses for making this AR. I mean, I vote for buying it.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're all they were doing quite impressive things, not with the cityscape, but this infotainment, let's say.
Yes, yeah.
In museum spaces, they have this tool has really potential, I think.
For sure, yeah. Yeah. I think they started 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. Like 8 people really into programming.
Yes,
and this tool is very, let's say, intuitive way while using it, right? So it's a good tool for people like me who kind of cannot do anything.
For sure, yeah. So there are a lot of initiatives in this way. But this is one I know now really fresh from Vienna, and also a nice artist to it.
Yeah, and great it's 3D, right? Usually that's AR used to be like, the posters start to move type of.
Yes.
But this is this is great.
And you can open up the space for your pieces and also for your questions. Which place is the right spot for this 3D piece? Now we are working with the masterclass on a different place for Vienna also, for their pieces, So we have to enter the real space to find also ideal possibilities for the exhibition places, and then we have to make this 360-degree pictures from the spot, because this is needable for the software programmers there. And in the center of this 360-degree picture, they will place then again this 360-degree this 3D file, or it can also be a video or a text file.
Great. Yeah, right. So yeah, I mean, places, Vienna has not that problem, but places which are not very beautiful, like Warsaw.
Oh, it's great.
This is great tool, right, for providing the substantial and sustainable information, even if it's information, different type of information. It's like in Poland, you're really, this is, it's confusing now, and right.
Okay.
But I know such also such project from Milan. But well, maybe Anna knows him because Emilio was once doing workshop in Schwabisch Gminde, so he's dealing with this, and really interesting, right? And they were involved. Milan has a lot of problems like gentrification, right? The prices went high with some buildings, and some buildings were abandoned, surprisingly. And they well started as a sort of revitalization project for some areas, right?
So, but now let's talk a little bit about your status quo. What is your point of view now for your master thesis, bachelor thesis, project thesis, or summarizing for these 6 lectures? We talked about also Mozilla Hubs, Mozilla Spoke. Is there something someone wants to show now, or could show now, will show now, will share with us the individual ideas now? This would be great for us.
Yeah, feel free. You know, that's a friendly conversation. We are not competing. We are not selling anything, and we are not buying anything.
I mean, I would have liked to show something, but
Sure.
Please, yeah. Mm-hmm, yeah.
I've just the things I have showed already. That there's not really anything new to it. I mean, I've just been doing work and not really.
Mm-hmm.
I could. I could show you the clothes that I made.
Okay.
One moment. Okay, here's my screen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been trying to just been trying to work on these clothing designs.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, they're not quite what I had in mind, because you know, there should be mixed between different pieces of fabric. Right now they look really normal. So I just haven't really got much time to put into my thesis, because policy changes in my company.
Okay.
So well, yeah, that's all.
Okay. But then, I mean, at the beginning, you were saying that there will be no, like in this in the final piece, there will be no body displayed, or there will be no body depiction, right? No, or there will be. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, pretty complex, yes.
I think your approach refers to many questions we talked about, all these ideas of a body and what does a body mean, or is there a body or no body, or can we interpret the body because only of this clothes or of this walking clothes, but there is no body. This is strange a little bit. Why is it strange, and why do you want to make it so strange? Also, this is a question maybe which appears in my mind.
Well, first of all, the models they don't look good.
The models don't look good. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you got the point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want the viewers to focus on the design themselves and not the. I mean, I don't know if it's a condition, but I don't like looking at the mannequins at the clothes shops.
Okay. Yeah.
They have a they have kind of a creepiness to them, and I mean the one that you saw just now, I don't like it either. But I just have to work with it.
Okay. And
yeah,
for model, right? I know. Yeah, I get it.
And I think it may be just me, but it might also it may not be just me, that other people don't like the idea of walking. At least if I could make them look more lifelike, more human-like, then I could keep them. But right now they are not. They're just walking mannequins, and so I just decided to turn them off.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But still, also another aspect of these models, even if they are out of the clothes, is their body shape, like the norm, how you have to look, and long legs and these things that stay.
Okay.
And the other thing is also how they move, not just this kind of walking, but it wasn't really visible in your model, but that for example, it's always this kind of shifting front your pelvis and hanging in your lower back and then walking like that, and this is not natural and this is not healthy. So it would be interesting if you take them out, that you also change, and then we are back to moving and body and sensing.
Good point. Yeah. This is true. Yeah. It's somehow they are normative, right? In
Yeah.
What about me? I don't have hair. Can I enter VR?
Well, I don't know. you probably will not have to worry about.
I don't fit into the normative virtual reality.
You don't have to worry about feeling anything with up in your hair or something. I suppose.
It's fun. I mean, that's not in the topic. It's funny because sometimes, not now, but a few years before, I used to have long hair in high school. It's hard to believe. They were not great hair. And I have, right, and it was long, I was doing this, right, because they keep on my face. And I for several years, even I didn't have hair, I had this phantom movement of my hair without any meaning.
Well, I think well, that is cool in its own way, so don't worry.
No, but Andrea's point is very right.
Yes,
very true and very accurate. Make them make those bodies a little bit different, and it's not standard because nobody looks like this, right?
This avatar that I work with, it's a default by the program.
Yeah, I know. but that's why I call it normative, right? Because the medium is not transparent. Even the software is not transparent. It's a certain product of a certain moment in culture, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is a certain possibility, although it's going to it will take more time to.
Okay, I'm not right. You got to defense. You got to defense.
Because also because I have some animations set up and.
Sure. No.
A new body type would require a new set of animation.
You got right after diploma. You can develop it for
I mean, sure, it's something to consider, but probably like Jakub said, after the thesis.
Sure. Yeah. You can touch it in the paper. Right? Then somehow, as a designer, you're supposed to be a little bit aware of media, right? That they are not transparent. We made them. We made those people in VR look like super sexual objects or whatever.
Yes.
And also, like, if you keep the model, then I think then it's okay just to touch the point. Okay, they are normative. But if you take it out of the clothes, so it's just the clothes, but the form and the movement stays, then it's like I once said, the glacier that it's melted, but you see it in the landscape is even more present because you see that it's absence. So if you take this person out and have just the clothes, but it stays the long, skinny, kind of strange moving person, then it gets even stronger. So maybe then it was the point to make this visible, but then I think it's just you don't see the nose or the face of them. So maybe just put them a mask if this is possible.
So how about clothes designs that don't show the body lines, like a really big dress?
Yeah. Cool. And I mean, Boro was like this, because Mini is working on this Boro type of garments from Japan, and some of them were like those really, and people use it in that. We are talking about really poor people, right, in the village somewhere, really.
Yes.
Isolated groups. So they build like this huge kimono out of really anything. And they kept together like 3 people sleeping, right? Because it was freezing. It's up in the mountains.
Yeah, that's right.
It could be like a sleeping bag or something in forms of clothes, everyday clothes. I mean, yeah, that's could be good. Yeah, but just touch it in the paper, maybe, right? Of course, I'm not forcing you to. We are not forcing you to change it now. I know how long time it takes, right?
Yeah. Just I suppose I could put that in as nice to have on the list.
Okay. Yeah. No, but that's a. Yeah. Well, we struggle.
But that gives me an idea. I will try to do more designs that that do not focus on the body lines.
Yeah, also maybe not gender or age. So well, if you don't use models, you probably won't have like seeing what kind of age it is. But maybe you can like also do it with like how they are walking. Like if you have like someone or maybe like extra with like a crooked in their hand or something. Like, I don't know what it's called, like a stick or something.
Okay. Cane.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a cane. Although that would that probably will require some motion capture.
Okay, yeah, because
again something to consider later on
the checklist. Yeah, yes. It's getting more complicated, right?
Yes.
But great that you're doing it, right? It's a very original. I don't remember that anybody did
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean in our school.
Hopefully you have enough time the next weeks to follow up and to finalize also your ideas. Yeah, this is necessary. I think so also for you to get to the point, close to the point where you want to come to. Yeah.
Yes, I have 1 month left.
Okay.
Oh.
But I'll try.
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
I mean, September is also possible. Remember, if you're don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So would be nice also that someone will follow up now, or will. Min was the first who showed us something, and yeah, please share something on your screen.
I have a question. So I don't have anything new yet, but I wanted to ask because I don't know, Markus and Andrea, you wanted to have something in the end as well, like in this spoke world. And I know at the end I get or what I'm doing is virtual video in After Effects or modeling programs, Cinema 4D. And so I wanted to ask if you want to have the process we have until end of this week, or do you want to just have it at the end of the semester?
I think it depends on you and your timing. As we don't want to force you now to send us something in the end of this week or today or tomorrow at 12. When you have the feeling it's finished for you, or you have something as an answer for us or as a new question for us in form of an art piece or a text or a cry or something else, this would be nice. Because we are talking so much with word, but let us find other solutions, because you study art because you want to do, or you study graphic design, you want to find a different way to speak with your brain, with your all behaviors you have, with your wishes. So let's try to get something out of you, like a gift for us or something. It's not a task or not a we are not the teachers which in the end will say yes or no. You can follow up the next semester or so. No, we are only artists which want to talk with you, or want to come into a special way of deeper understanding ourselves. And so the best way to understand ourselves as artists is to also answer in a form of art. Yeah. Whatever this is.
Whenever you're ready, Anna.
And whenever you're ready. Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you would like to have a conversation on right, I hope Markus or Andrea could give you impact like in an individual consultation, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. Totally. Yeah.
They are me as well if I can help. Usually I cannot.
We are not totally off records then, or not gone, because we are still here and also open for discussions again. But it's not so regular anymore, like now in this program we are in. Yeah.
Whenever you want, just leave the message. Personally,
for sure. Yeah, please. Yeah.
We're here always.
I just know today arose a question. It has nothing to do with my topic, but I was just wondering Jakub, you sent the link for the lecture on Friday, for Studio Ghibli talk.
Yeah.
Right? And I was wondering, because they were talking like about the hope of children and like children behavior or something, and then I was like thinking, in many movies children have like invisible friends, or like friends they have with imagination.
I still have one.
Yeah. And but yeah, then I was like asking, okay, if the society says, okay, for children it's normal, it's okay to have an imaginary friend, but like if an adult says I have an imaginary friend, like it's always some kind of like disease, or I don't know. So,
of course, yeah, well, but that's normativity, right?
yeah, and so I was wondering if it's
I mean, if you want to have a VR friend, have one. If you're asking for advice.
No, I was just like interested in like thinking, because imaginary friend is, yeah, it's like imagination, and then I was like thinking, aren't adults allowed to have imagination, kind of like?
I know what you mean, but don't all of us have such friends? We don't give them, when you get older, we don't give them names. For example, I'm doing my ski for a long period of time, and I'm doing ski touring. So most of the time you're going up, right? So I have a lot of time to think. It's what I'm gonna do. It's like movement, just, and I'm thinking. I'm even talking in my mind, kind of to myself or to some recipient. So I have it. We'll have it if you want. If it's already, if he or she is already there, keep them.
No, I was just wondering, like, if you say like this thing, I also have like in my mind that I just think about like future conversations I have with people,
I do.
if they don't might occur. Like, yeah, I was just like interested in like seeing, okay, so many stuff for children they are doing, it's considered okay, but if like adults are doing it, it's considered not okay.
Well, everybody's doing it, I guess.
Yeah. This is also a little bit when you're talking about art, when you're doing art, and when you're an adult. It's also for the most adults, it's something strange. Because art is something they maybe did when they were young, or when they were really little children. But when they grow up and when they thought they get older, or they get when they are 10 or something like this, most of them they start to hate art. And from this point on, if you love art, you go into a totally different direction. Yeah.
I told you the story when I was asked by this statistical office, what's your occupation? Oh my God, how can I tell you? I do this. Is there such occupation? I'm not sure. Maybe it isn't, but I'm doing it.
Yeah. So this is also something like an imaginary friend.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. In your mind.
Yeah. Like a family also, because art is more than one friend. So many.
Sure.
Yeah.
But also to make a circle to how we started today, the imaginary friend, and feeling the energy of your body. So if I do this with just beginners, no clue about body and dancing, they say this is esoteric. That's why I said it in beginning. But it's not. It's just, I mean, you can call it however, but if you can feel this, so why shouldn't you feel your aura, or why shouldn't I feel anybody of your energy from a long distance? So I mean, so the same. So maybe I'm sure we have these imaginary friends. I mean, I don't have one at the moment.
Yep, probably. Yeah. But I think like also probably like if you don't want to see it, you don't see it, and if you want to see it, then you can see it.
So maybe this is a good point for our ending. If you can see it, you can see it. If you don't want to see it, you can see it. Yeah, everything is something like in between. Yeah, in between of also this screens, and there are so many. I think we shared a lot. This was for me a good experience, or a great experience to work with you together. It was a small group. Some of you appeared 2 lessons ago. Some of you were here since the first lesson. It's a diverse group, I think, also. So I don't know exactly what every one of you now is thinking about what we did, but we did it. So you can think what you want again, if you like it or not like it. I hope you liked it, and
I did.
We tried to find a interesting conversation always, to start with this body work and then to go maybe sometimes also in a aleatoric or something like a not so fixed direction, because we are talking and we have these brains open-minded, and so we go there and there. Sometimes maybe it's a little bit chaotic also what we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But chaos is the best way to produce art also, or is
I cannot do
creativity.
differently, right? No, but that was right. I mean, it's hard to, well, for me to say that it was great, but that was great seminar, right? We did this where we have together for this 2 months, and then you can use this wonderful repository made by Markus, right, with the references, because everything is being born in a dialogue. That's what I've learned, right? I have no my achievements in life. If I was not able to meet people like Markus and Andrea, I would do nothing basically. I could think that I'm great, which is obviously a lie. Because everything is being born in a dialogue, and then in the dialogue, if you're referring yourself to a certain piece already done by somebody, right? So references and watching stuff and reading stuff is necessary at every level, right? So that's the great reference for the MPA seminar. This I will report it to government, Markus. I have to do it.
Should I come to Poland or to Russia and
yeah, Chinese.
to imprison in Russia?
Yeah. For
2 months. 2 months, because 2 months lecture and 2 months prison.
Probably that they're gonna count it like, hopefully.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice evening and a nice following up seminars with the colleagues, which are again working with you further on.
And thank you very much, everybody, and thank you, Markus and Andrea. And this is right. I'm sorry to say that, but we're gonna do it next year, and we're already on my right. I mean, this seminar will look like this. Even if we're gonna be physical, I would like, if you agree,
yes,
to do it in hybrid way. Next semester, you're most welcome. I think it was very fruitful, and the dialogue is the foundation for every seminar. Without dialogue, we cannot do anything.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And then we're coming to St. Pölten in June, and then hopefully we will get the funds for the Creative Media Summer School next year.
Yes,
we'll bring the students with us.
Cool. Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, students. What do you think? How do you find?
One last comment, maybe, please. Yeah.
It was such a pleasure to see something new. Even those exercises was a very good way to express and feel myself into something new. So thank you so much for the experience, and yeah, take care.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Maybe we have demolished a little bit the usual way of providing academic seminars, but that's our goal, right?
That's our goal. Yeah, we are living in the 21st century, and you are, yeah, you're the zeitgeist. We have to find a solution for all this. A new model for university also.
Yeah, I would also say thank you for it, and I don't know, maybe I can like make the contact to my university, because we had the discussion. We had someone who were, or we had like this lecture called Image, Werte und Gestaltung, but actually like the one who conducted it was more like a personal development, so it didn't have anything to do with like design. And like after talking with like the organizer, we said like we want to have like more something related to design, but also like this awareness. So maybe I can like get my university with you in contact, and maybe like if it's working, then you
would be great, Anna. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, wonderful idea. Yeah, if you have the feeling that this will fit together, wonderful. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And please stay in contact also. If you have something in your mind, some questions, some suddenly something appearing in you, and you need our maybe only to see our face or our space or something else from us, then feel free and yeah, you have to open up for us, that we see that there is a signal, or there's something where we can maybe be to help or to talk.
Right. Remember, right? This is a seminar. This is really open debate, looking for solutions. So feel free anytime.
Yes.
Really, we are not. We're slightly older than students, but we are not here to judge anyone.
No.
Right?
Never.
It doesn't
Never again. Okay, then let's say goodbye.
Okay.
Have a nice evening. See you soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
The office news. There is no classes next week. I'm not sure why, but there is no, which is not that bad news, right?
Get some rest.
Yes, wonderful.
Oh, Markus and Andrea, we are having the last future text workshops. Janek is working out the, the booklet. I'll send you. If students from St. Pölten would like to join, please do it.
Please send me the email, or this would be great. Yeah, because I think 3 students are totally interested in joining it. Yeah.
All right. So just
great.
right?
Yeah. Please send me the information, and I can share it with the students. And yeah, wonderful.
Sure.
Great.
It's different. It's gonna be AR, but some graphic design, also virtual film production. Crazy.
Perfect. It fits perfect also to our program and for our students. Yeah.
The virtual film production will be provided by this workshop by my Catalonian friend, and his name is Jesus. So Jesus filmmaking.
Okay, yeah. So maybe the next time Jesus has to come to St. Pölten. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can invite him. Good.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.